Sean, the day you're my best friend, I love you to death. You are my brother. The day they tell you you gotta go to a gun class and you gotta carry a gun to protect students from somebody
This
walking
is a
in
Chucky Beat
and
production.
shooting everybody, that's your last day of teaching, sir.
I won't show up that day.
Absolutely.
And here we are. This is the But Peep This podcast.
What's going on, people?
Today's episode is going to be a little toned down than what you're used to. Obviously, you see it's just me and Lionel today. We didn't bring on a guest. It's funny. When we first started this podcast, one of the first things I said on the podcast was, I'm currently a teacher and I'm not going to be a teacher anymore. And it's interesting that today is the day that I decided, I'm going to continue to do that given everything that's going on. And that's mainly what we're going to talk about today. So I'm going to start off with, what happened in Texas. I don't know how to say that city. Do you know how to say that city? It's like,
No.
Uvalde.
No disrespect.
Yeah, we're not. This is probably Uvalde or Uvalde.
Right.
Yeah, no disrespect. Trying to really figure it out. Was this yesterday?
Yeah,
yesterday. 18-year-old kid goes into a school, barricades himself in the school, and performs some unspeakable acts of violence against 14 children, which is just it's ridiculous thing to say. As a teacher, and being at a school that had a shooting incident this year, it's tough. It's tough. I have been looking at and talking about these kind of, conversations for years now, honestly, and it doesn't get any easier. And this is just sad. Like it's honestly just sad. Like I don't have a joke. I don't have like an enthusiastic delivery here. I mean, the bottom line is that 14 some odd children were murdered.
19 now.
19 now. 19. The number's growing. Fantastic. 19 some odd children were murdered, and like children, and I normally refer to like my students as children. I normally refer to all of my high schoolers as children. But these are like children. This is a whole other thing. And I'm not going to get into the details. It's not my job to report on those things. I'm just going to say this, and this is like my main where I'm standing at this point. There'll be a few things. Number one, I'm not even going to waste my time saying like I stand with like the school, because I don't know who wouldn't.
Who isn't?
It's a very strange thing to me. Who is going to sit there and go, yeah, those kids deserved it? Like, are we kidding? Like, this is insane. So that's kind of like my first thing. My second thing is there are going to be, and probably in the next like 48 to 72 hours. If it's not, by the time y'all listen to this, it'll be by that point. Where people are going to start talking about like conspiracy theories and what the government is preventing us from seeing, and all this other stuff that happens anytime anything happens. Stop it. Don't even think about doing it. There is no place where that is acceptable in this. The conversations we need to be having right now are, when is this going to stop? And how can we get it to stop? And if you're not having one of those two conversations, honestly, there's nothing you don't need to contribute anything to this conversation. Not all opinions need to be heard. And this is one where you really need to check where you're at and check your emotions at the door, because what is there to say? I mean, you're going to hear the same things. You're going to hear mental health. You're going to hear gun control. To me, things we need to talk about, yeah, but let's keep in mind 19 children,
fucking babies. They wanted to grow up and be lawyers and football players and doctors just like us, want to live in big houses and get a Hellcat because they see the guy down the street with a Hellcat. Yeah, we got to experience those things. 19 fucking babies got up yesterday morning and didn't get 19 parents. Listen, Sean, are you done? Because I feel myself about to go on a little bit of a rant here. All right, check this out. My wife is a teacher. She's been a teacher for the longest. I drop her off every day at work, give her a kiss, and I watch her go in the doors, and then I pull off, right? You know how hard it is to come home from work, turn on the news, see somebody walk in and kill 19 babies when your wife works at elementary school, let alone Sean being an actual teacher in the school. I didn't sleep at all last night because the thought of it just kept going through my head. I can drop Mel off tomorrow and never see her again. Like, that's quick. Listen, and then you want you know what, Sean, I'm trying to beat around the bush to not piss people off, but this is the But Peep This podcast, right?
Sure is.
So fuck that. Check this out. I want y'all to hear me real good. Hang on, let me turn off this stupid ass background real quick because it's pissing me off. Because I want y'all to really get what I'm saying. Let's go none. Y'all gonna see my fucking office today. Good. Right? If you think the solution to somebody walking into a school and killing babies is to arm teachers, you need to unfollow this page right the fuck now. Like, I'm not gonna say no love lost because love lost. All right. If you think my wife, I asked her today, hey, we're on the way home listening to music. What was something you asked for this year that you couldn't get? She's a technology teacher. She needs headphones. Right? She couldn't get headphones, but you gonna want her to wear a Glock? My wife is a lot of things, but one thing she ain't gonna be, especially when she's married to me, is a fucking hero. Okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and apologize right now, because if you guys thought that we believe that more guns is the answer, then I'm sorry that you thought you had a friend by following this podcast, because you don't. Not a single fucking one. Okay? Let me, Sean, the day you're my best friend, I love you to death. You are my brother. The day they tell you gotta go to the gun class and you gotta carry a gun to protect students from somebody walking in and shooting everybody, that's your last day of teaching, sir.
I won't show up that day.
Absolutely. So let me hit you with some. Let's hit you with some numbers. This ain't a gun control debate or whatever. Okay, it is what it is. Today is, what's today's date? May 25th. This is a Wednesday. We're recording on a Wednesday tonight.
Wednesday, May 25th.
There have been 145 days in 2022. We are on day 145 as of this recording. There have been 200 mass shootings. A mass shooting is when 4 or more people get shot. That's what a mass shooting, that's the definition. Okay. That's 2 mass shootings a day. Okay? 221 people died in mass shootings this year. That's 2 people a day. Okay? You got that? Everybody listening, are we clear? I'm going to speak slowly. Because if you are going, no, I disagree, I'm talking to you. And I fucking dare you to come in the comments. Me and Sean shoot the shit all the time about coming in the comments, and we'll fire your ass up. But if you want to get fired up for real, like, the door is open. You can inbox me, whatever.
We don't get paid for this yet. So
check me out.
We have nothing to lose.
Right.
We will put out another episode tomorrow.
I don't give a damn about us losing viewers or subscribers, because this isn't about politics. This is right and this is wrong. Okay? Period. 30 out of 100 mass shootings ever in the world, out of every 100, 31 happened in the United States. We're 5% of the population. Okay? You guys, I know y'all don't like the math, but math this, okay? You know what, Sean? I spent a lot of time, like I said, I didn't sleep last night. So I did a lot of scrolling in this room with this light on. People go, hey, yo, we need, the problem is everybody can't open carry. We need more guns. Sean, how many guns do you think there are in the U.S.?
Oh, God.
Give me a number, and I'll tell you if you're hot or cold. One guess.
There are, 320 million people in the U.S., something like that? 320 million?
I'm going to round up and go 326.
326
million people. Minus the 20 that got killed yesterday. And the, 15 that got killed in Buffalo last week?
Yeah. And
the 221 that got killed since January 1?
So I'm going to say... I'm going to say like 300 million. I'm going to say one per person, honestly.
393 million guns.
There are more guns than there are people.
There are more guns in the United States than there are people. So check this out. We're gonna go deeper into these numbers, because Sean, I love numbers. I love stats. Check this out. We got some people. These are the countries: Iraq, Afghanistan, China, Russia. These are the countries we need to be worried about, nuking us and
causing violence to us.
How many guns per 100 people do you think Russia owns? United States is 120 per 100.
Yeah,
120 for every 100 people. There's 120 guns in the United States, registered, unregistered. We're not counting police. We're not counting the army. We're talking guns.
Real.
That's not even including ghost guns. We're talking just guns.
That is
okay. That's 120 per every 100. We got enough guns. Okay. How many guns per 100 people do you think Russia has?
25, 50, 50. I'll go 50.
50? 50?
50 guns.
50 guns per 100 people.
50 guns per 100 people.
You're way off.
Way off?
Way off. 12.3 guns per 100 people. What about Afghanistan? Oh, Afghanistan, well,
we
a bunch of terrorists over there.
Not only that, we've left weapons over there, multiple scenarios.
Mm-hmm.
We've, gone through and had a hand in a lot of what's happened over there. They've stolen things for all that other stuff.
How many guns? Per 100 people.
Let's see if America's 120. Oh God, if Russia's 12. 20.
20?
20.
You're off.
Oh boy.
You're off. Way off.
Don't tell me it's 8.
12.5.
Oh, wait, same amount?
12.5. Russia's 12.3.
Total 12.5.
Okay. What about China? Big bad China.
Big
China.
Scary China.
Big scary China. How many guns per 100 people?
China's got a lot of people.
A lot of people.
A lot of people.
A lot of guns, right?
I'm going to go with the way the numbers have gone so far. I'm going to say 18.
18?
18.
No.
No.
Not even close.
No, nowhere close.
Way off. I'm gonna give you another guess because you way too off.
Oh God, I'm way off at 18. Jesus. Okay. So 8 subtract 10. No.
Subtract 5 more.
3
3.6
per
per
100.
100 people. That's China. What about Iraq?
Oh boy. I don't even know what to do at this point. Again, weapons left of all those. 8.
Actually, Iraq is a little bit higher than 8. I'll give you that.
A little higher than 8. Okay.
Somewhat higher than.
Okay. All right. I'm about to say, I'm going through a trend here at this point. I don't even know what's happening. I mean, we still have 120 though, right? I don't think anybody's going over 20 yet.
Iraq is 19.6 per 100. You want to know the second biggest, guns per capita country in the world?
Is it Venezuela?
Sean, if you get this right, I will PayPal you $100 right now. You get 2 guesses.
I get 2 guesses. Do I get my first one? Did you hear my first one?
No, it's not Venezuela. Venezuela is actually near the middle of the list.
Interesting.
And the countries in the world.
The next country that has one guess. Next country has most guns per citizen.
I know you're not going to guess it, so I'll up it to $250.
Oh shit, dude, that would be great. I'm really trying.
I know you're not gonna get it.
I'm gonna go somewhere in Europe, so I'm gonna say Norway.
No, one more guess.
One more, okay.
By the way, Norway is like 1.9, something like that. 2.9 per 100.
I'm gonna go. Oh God, I'm a history teacher. Italy? No.
Italy is like 7 or 6. The Falkland Islands.
Okay. All right. The Falkland Islands.
You want to know what the second, United States is number 1. Falkland Islands are number 2. So
I feel like this is about to be another military budget type of thing that's about to happen.
Number two, right?
Okay.
How many guns per 100 people?
I'm playing to the game right now.
If United States is 120 and they're number 1,
I'm gonna say 110.
You're way off.
Way off. I figured as much.
Way.
I feel like this is gonna again be another one of those military budget. If you take the military budget of the next 9 countries combined, it still doesn't add up to the U.S.'s military budget.
I'm gonna tell you this though. Russia was 68th in the world. 68th in the world.
Jesus.
And most of the African countries were after Russia. Just, I think South Africa was the highest.
So if Russia's at 68th with were they at 12 and a half, right?
12.3.
12.3.
Number 2, come on. In my opinion, it's up there, but it ain't nowhere near close.
So with that, so if we're at 120, I'm gonna say 85.
It's too many.
Still too many.
It's too many.
That's a 40 gun difference.
Yeah. The Falkland Islands has 62.1 guns per 100 people. Now, that's half. They're number 2, and that's half. Okay. If you think that the United States don't have an issue that we need to work on and solve, you geeking. Period. Gun control, gun safety, yada, 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 fuck all that. If you don't think we have a problem with guns in this country, Sean, do you own a gun?
No.
I don't either.
No.
Well, apparently, the other 118 people got us covered. The other 98 people have 120 guns between them.
And
so
and these
we're
guns, can I ask a question? But these guns, are these like registered weapons?
No, they're not registered. They're just sold.
Oh, so these are just guns that we know
It's
that are
just
being
guns.
sold.
We just know that these guns are here.
Okay, because I was about to say, because it's going to terrify me if that's only registered weapons. Because
Of the 393 million guns, 6.6 are registered. So like,
what? Hold on. Out of 300, almost 400 million guns.
yeah, like 6 million are registered. So
That's insane,
crazy, right? So here's the thing, and
I mean, I knew it was.
We can sit here and talk all night about this. I'm really trying not to get political because it's not a red or blue issue, and not that it's any of y'all business. But I'm a registered independent in the state of Indiana, so I don't have a political party. I didn't get to vote in the primaries anyway. So it's not a political issue, but they're killing babies in school. People, fucking babies. Sean, when you edit this, can you put fucking babies? Or just babies, not fucking babies, just babies, children, 10. I got a niece that's 10 years old. Right? Half of you got little brothers and little sisters, kids yourselves, 10. Go to school, get shot with a fucking AR. Oh, well, more guns. Okay, you geeking. You full of fucking shit. If you don't think we got a problem, then I might move to fucking Iceland. I ain't gonna lie.
I hear Canada's nice.
I don't have to worry about getting shot in a grocery store because I'm black. You feel me?
And did I hear correctly that individual is only being charged with one count?
I heard that. I don't know if that's true.
I haven't read that. Yeah, I saw it, and I'm really hoping that's not the case.
I don't think that's true.
That can't be real.
If it's, I don't think that's real. We're gonna research that, and we're gonna come back with that.
Yeah.
So, just so we're clear, everybody know where we stand. If your answer to killing babies is arm the teachers or more guns, unsubscribe.
Can I speak on the arm the teachers aspect?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm gonna give a hypothetical to some of you because, see, again, I have chosen today to come back to teaching. Literally, I got off the phone with my principal probably a couple hours ago. I called Lionel right before I did it. Like, Lionel, you can confirm I'm going back to teaching. I'm gonna give a scenario for you all I want you to think of. And you got to give me a second. I'm a long-winded person, but I'll get back around to it. Imagine you go to work, you do your job, you don't get paid salary. You don't get paid salary. Technically on your pay stub, what they do is that they pay you a certain amount of hours per, right? Now they can take away those hours, but they won't give you more hours, but they can take them away. That's why they say they pay you hourly. You get paid hourly, week in and week out, every 2 weeks. You put in ample amounts of hours on the outside, no time off. Like, you got all kinds of stuff to do. Like your holidays and stuff like that off, Every now and then they'll give you a couple extra days because like the community that you serve, like they're not always there and whatnot. So you got that. You get that paycheck week in and week out. And it's small. It's not great. How do you feel when that's the case? When you bust your ass day in and day out, you wake up, you put your passion, into the work that you do. You put it all out there and you get like this measly little paycheck. A lot of times you don't feel great. A lot of you get on like Facebook and start complaining about it, right? Like there's a lot of things there. You want disgruntled workers to have guns? I'm gonna tell you right now. I love teaching. Love it with my whole heart. I really do. I told everybody who I said I was leaving, I said, if they paid me $60,000 a year, I'd teach for a long time. They don't pay us $6,000 a year. Not in my area, at least. Not where I am. There are places that get paid $6,000, like Oklahoma, Chicago. They get paid, higher. Texas, they get paid higher amounts of money. I love it. But there are a lot of people who I currently work with, and sorry if you're listening and this falls into you, but you know who I'm talking to, or I've worked with in the past, who don't love teaching. They don't love the kids. They don't want to be there. A lot of people see that little 2.5 month thing and think that's the ticket, and that's why they do it. A lot of people want their jobs to be done at like 2-3 o'clock. That's what they want. As a current teacher, you don't want teachers with guns. And the main reason why is because they already don't really take care of us. You want a gun in the hand of that person? Like, we have this conversation constantly about these people when you get off your bullshit and everything like that, and you realize that there's a lot more to this conversation if it's there. We talk about mental health. Do you know how many teachers I know that have mental health issues? I have mental health issues. I am not medicated currently. Haven't been for God knows how long. Lionel found that out the other day.
Shocked me.
I'll be honest with you. Ask any kid. Do it. Ask a kid. And I would put myself in there. Ask any adult. You can name a time where a teacher completely flipped. Like the switch broke and it was just nothing but red. And that teacher did some crazy shit. We see videos all the time of teachers putting their hands on kids, cussing at kids. We see racist remarks and things like that. And these are the people that you want with guns? What? I get off the conversation about why we shouldn't do it, of the kids might steal the gun. Get off the conversation about it's going to be too expensive.
It's dumb.
Until you can't even remotely have that conversation until you actually start taking care of teachers, because then it's going to be them.
Like I said, I'm gonna take my hometown, and you know what, Sean, I'm really just getting heated sitting here talking about this. So give me 45 seconds, and then you can get 45 seconds, and then we need to move off of this.
I got you.
Okay. My hometown, my high school, right? Francis Marion School. I remember every single year that I was there, teacher gave us worksheets. We couldn't write on those worksheets. We had to use our own paper because they didn't have enough paper or ink in the copier to make copies for every single class. Okay. Each teacher got 2 rolls of toilet paper a week for their class. There was no soap in the bathrooms. There was no toilet paper in the bathrooms. Why? The school district couldn't afford it. Simple. And that teacher who's the average salary in Perry County is what, probably $41,000, 41 grand. That's about 3,000 a month, once a month in Perry County. You want that teacher to hand out toilet paper to girls, right? Make 2 rolls last a week for women, right? Guys, we can get by. All right, I can hold my number to it till I get home, whatever. Girls don't have that option. Period. And then you want those same teachers making what, $700 a week under extreme conditions. You want them to carry a Glock? Go fuck yourself. That's go fuck yourself. All right, I'm done. Oh, wait, one more thing, Sean. I'm tired of this whole rinse and repeat shit. Oh my God, that was so sad. Prayers, mental health, gun control, we don't need it. Forget about it. Babies get killed. Oh my God, mental health, prayers, gun control, we don't need it. All right. Shot his mother in the fucking face, went to a school and executed 26 kids, babies. Like, how does that not sit in your spirit? How does that? I live in Indiana. Texas is hours away. It's a flight away. I ain't driving. I couldn't sleep last night because you got a heart. That don't sit in your spirit. I'm done.
I'll say my thing
I'm
about
done.
teaching, and then in the school district I work for, I am given $325 for the entire year to be able to pay for all of my supplies. The school does not provide me supplies. Everything that I have, I either bring with me or I spend the $300 on. I get no other amount of money all year. That's it. If I don't prove that I spent that money on school supplies, they will take that money out of my paycheck at the end of the year, saying, we gave this to you for this and you didn't use it for that, so now we're taking it. I have a hard time believing that even if let's say in a very not perfect situation, a bunch of political people get together, make this a bill, really push it, it gets traction, it goes through the whole process, and they make it to where, yeah, teachers now have the option to be able to carry. I have a hard time believing that the school system's actually going to be able to live up to that, because it doesn't work that way. Ask any teacher. Ask how many of our stuff that we bring regularly. And you want the school to add $200 to $300 guns in there on top of bullets? That's insane.
If your
That's
school
absolutely
district,
insane.
if your school district got money to supply everybody with guns, but not enough money to get fucking toilet paper, I think it's time for you to retire.
I agree.
Go get a CDL or something, because
And I'm
gonna do that to you.
I'm gonna say what I said a few weeks ago, and then we'll move on to something a little more, fun. If you are an educator in any capacity, you're a janitor, you are one of the lunch ladies, you're an administrator, you're a teacher, you're a counselor, you're a social worker, whatever you do, and you don't care about the safety of the people who are around you, and you don't do everything in your power to protect the safety of the people around you, quit your fucking job
Today. And that message is brought to you by the Butt Peep This podcast. All right. We skipping the dad joke today because ain't shit fucking funny today. Ain't shit funny. But we're gonna get to some lighter content. All right, I promise. Here we go. Sean, let's play a game.
Okay. What we playing?
Shake this off real quick. Let me get a sip.
Ooh. It feels good to get it out, though. Feels good to. Feels a lot better to get it out.
I'm gonna play a game.
In case y'all wondering if we do this just to give y'all content, this gives us a place to be able to get out everything that we need to get out. So
absolutely,
we're
gonna play a game called This or That. Okay. So I got to give you some ground rules. All right.
Okay.
There are no passes in this game.
No passes.
No passes.
Fantastic.
When you pick one, the other is gone forever.
Forever.
Okay.
Good.
Understand? Those are the only two rules.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay. You know what? I'm lying. I'll give you one pass.
One pass.
One pass.
I doubt I'll use it, but
I know. I doubt I'll use it too. All right, here we go. So Alan Few. Shout out to Alan. But we got a lot of people. I don't know if any of you guys saw the question we posted earlier this week asking for suggestions about this game.
Yeah, we really appreciate it.
We got a lot of suggestions.
Yeah, that was dope.
Here we go. Alan Few wants This or That, Sean.
Okay.
Magic the Gathering or Yu-Gi-Oh?
Okay. So I'm going to take full context here. I'm going to take my time on this one a little bit. I didn't play Magic the Gathering. This is not really a game I play very much of. However, what I do know is that Magic the Gathering has been around for a long time and it's very successful. Yu-Gi-Oh! Something I did play a lot of. Also a great TV show. Great TV show. Successful, for sure. But a lot of pushback in the community itself for, some of the things that have happened and the games change constantly. So it's actually a little bit tougher than I would think because my heart tells me Yu-Gi-Oh! Because, heart of the cards, everything like that. But also, that was my game, But Magic the Gathering is a really good card game that has done a lot for, tabletop card games. However, with that being said, I'm still going to go with Yu-Gi-Oh! I'll be selfish in that moment. I'm going to go with Yu-Gi-Oh!
I'm going to go, for the record, I never played Magic the Gathering, never played Yu-Gi-Oh! Or watched Yu-Gi-Oh! But I do remember in elementary school, Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards were like crack. And I remember some of my classmates bringing that big stack of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards with a rubber band around them, and the PE coach just taking them. And they break down into tears because we took my Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. So I'm going to go Yu-Gi-Oh! Just off of those memories. So shout out to Alan for that suggestion. Now, Andrew Christensen.
Drop top.
Shout out to Andrew. I love Andrew, bro. Andrew, I've never not laughed around him, and he doesn't even try. He's just funny. He's just funny naturally. Andrew, imperial system or metric system? I'll answer this one first.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go imperial because fuck your meters. We're yards around here.
Yeah, see, I'm gonna go the other way. I'm gonna say let's get on with the rest of the world here.
Nah.
And let's just make things easier. Multiples of 10. What's the problem? What is it? Isn't a mile like 5,320 yards?
5,280 feet, 1,760 yards.
That's unnecessary. It should just be 100 or 1,000.
Nah,
it makes more sense.
Give me the imperial. Okay,
that's crazy.
V Sansone, Lola from Sprill.
Gotcha.
Shout out to Lola.
Been a while since I've heard that name.
Lola
hope you're doing well.
Lola just got married. Lola went to Europe on a honeymoon.
Congrats, Lola.
Lola's out here living life.
God, I ain't in a minute. That's crazy.
Stay-at-home spouse, working spouse. I'll take a lead on this one too. Give me the working spouse.
Oh,
simply because it's 2022 and you think I'm gonna go and tell Mel, hey, quit your job, you stay at home, you clean, you cook all my meals, and you wash my dirty drawers. And when I come home, when I get paid, I'm gonna give you some money that I think you deserve. Mel will shoot me in the fucking face.
Is it that absolute? Because hear me out.
And then
hear me out.
Is that and
hear me out.
Okay, go ahead.
Give me a stay-at-home spouse. Not because I want somebody to wait on me hand and foot, but I like the idea of being able to, have someone take care of a household. I want a family and I want children. In the world that we're in currently, I don't really want a ton of people around my children.
I get you.
Try to bring no extra adults around my children. But it wouldn't be a thing of just because I work and they stay at home that means that's like make me a sandwich, bitch. Like that's not where we are here, right? I'm a person of we should come together and do everything together. Now, if that means that maybe, for example, one of the relationships I was in, one of my exes didn't like to do dishes. I don't like to do dishes either, but they got to get done. Do laundry. But they enjoy doing laundry. I hate doing laundry. So you do my laundry. Fine. If that's what you want to do, by all means.
On second thought, I'm 98% sure if I ask Mel, hey, you want to be a stay-at-home wife? She'd probably say yes if I was making enough money.
And I feel like that's the other thing. I would only do that if I made enough money. Obviously, I'd be making tons and tons of money here.
So for the sake of where we are right now, on this date and this month and year, give me the working spouse because she can do whatever she wants.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the stay at home, not because of misogynistic reasons, which I don't know how many of you figured this out. I'm not with a woman currently. So call me if you want.
Shout out.
Shout out Deontay.
Deontay.
What I'm not trying to be misogynistic here. I'm not trying to say, I work and somebody else does everything for me, but I would like the idea of having everything looked at and having eyes on everything.
Real quick, do you know Candace?
Go on to the next one.
Okay. I'm sorry, Sean.
We'll go on to the next one.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Keep trying. Keep trying.
Listen, hold up.
One of my students got me with one the other day. I forgot what it was. It was a real thing. And then I'm going to have to ask again because I don't remember what it was, but it was good. Listen, I was like, that's good.
I set Sean up for these nuts jokes 18 hours in advance. And it worked perfectly.
Incorporated my boyfriend in it, everything. It was perfect. It was insane. Okay. I was like, all right.
As long as you will never be able to get me the way I got you, I can live with not getting another one.
That's fine. I mean, I'll get you one day, but
nah, I don't think so.
I'll get you one day.
I don't think so. All right, Roderick Robbins.
Roderick,
we got to get Roderick on the show at some point.
Yeah.
Telepathy or invisibility? I'm gonna go invisibility because I love to just walk up to somebody and slap the shit out of them, and them not see me. Period.
Okay.
I'm a ghost.
I would go telepathy.
It's not telepathy?
No, it's telepathy.
I don't believe you, but okay. I don't believe you.
You don't have to believe me, but
okay, cool.
TELEPA.
Your loud ass keyboard.
Wait.
What?
Hold on, let me
What?
find. Hold on, just chill for a second. It is telepathy. Google.
Bullshit.
I just did the Google thing. It's a telepathy.
Anyway,
Yeah, okay, I see it. It's the upside down E and then the THE. But yeah, telepathy. But anyway,
that's bullshit.
that is
Google is wrong.
Telepathy. That sounds ridiculous.
Do your own research.
You should watch some more like fantasy stuff, like like Yu-Gi-Oh and like anime and stuff like that. You'll learn these words. Anyway, telepathy. I'm very fascinated with the brain, so I think I would use a lot of that information to be able to learn more about the brain and get all the information I need to know from the brain. Also, I think it would help me be a better teacher. I'm trying to stay like positive here, See, you say that, but the thing is that one of the hardest things about being a teacher is that you have to meet students like where they are. Well, sometimes students don't verbalize where they are, but they think it. So if I'm doing something and I get like a bunch of echoes in the class, I can sit there and start reading some minds here and sit there and go, all right, I could change things up from here. Again, trying to stay in the more positive light. I'm not trying to say the evil things. It's easy to think about the evil that power has. You got to think about the positive.
Get ready to call me a dumbass, and I 100% deserve it.
Okay.
I thought telepathy
mm-hmm.
is actually what teleportation is.
No, that's
and I literally I just picked up my phone and I went, I'm a dumbass.
And no, it's not.
I went my whole life.
It's not teleport. No, telepathy is communicating with people.
My whole life, Sean. Just what are we here for? Still, give me invisibility.
Yeah, telepathy, the definition of telepathy says the supposed communication of thoughts or ideas by means other than the known senses. No. So if we're talking about like mental telepathy, you're talking about like communicating through the brain, meaning like speaking and listening.
I'm gonna still take invisibility because I think that'll be more fun. Just like straight up.
That's fair.
Mackenzie McDonald Christensen, Andrew's wife.
Andrew's wife, yep.
Shout out Mackenzie.
Mackenzie.
Netflix or Blockbuster?
Man, that's a good one. I like that. Because like I'm tired of people being like, oh, Netflix or Hulu, what's the best streaming service? But nah. See, the thing about it is that Blockbuster did something that like there's pros and cons to each. For example, we could say what we want, but the people who work at Netflix, they're very creative people. And they come up with some shows that are hit and miss, but with the ones that hit, they hit. Some of those Netflix originals are solid. You don't get that with Blockbuster. But I think there is something missing from a movie experience when you don't have to go somewhere to go and get the movie. Like Blockbusters were great. I understand why they went out of business, but keep in mind how long they stayed in business and what had to change for them to be out of business. Side note, there's a sign in Jacksonville that's one of the old like Blockbuster signs, but now it's like a Harbor Freight store. But they kept the same blue thing and like the yellow on it, and they just put the logo on the inside of the thing. It was the Blockbuster logo with the thing on the inside. Which I think it's hilarious.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I feel like if Blockbuster opened a few stores, like 30 or 40 stores across the country, and offered like movies and TV shows and stuff like that under the same format, I think it'd do okay. It would, like a few stores, not like a million stores like they had.
Your
like
market would have to be like small town.
Yeah.
Like that's a very you couldn't do that in the city.
In some places.
Yeah.
Honestly, if there was a Blockbuster around the corner, I think I'd be there pretty often.
Yeah, I'm sure. Jacksonville's a little different,
Yes. But even like, with the like red box, for example, like Mel tells me to go get a red box, and then we get some movies and come back and she's like, no, I don't want to watch it. Look, I just went to the red box. It's hot. I got bit by mosquitoes, renting this movie. We're watching it.
We don't watch the movie.
It's going in the Xbox. Period. So give me Blockbuster.
Yeah, I'm also gonna say Blockbuster. I think the other thing that Netflix doesn't have that I don't know if they'll ever get to that point, but like video games, like Blockbuster have video games, and I think that's also important. You also like buy like snacks and stuff there. Like it was just a good time. Like it was a good time to be able to go through and see some stuff that you never heard of before.
Absolutely.
And, stuff like that. Yeah, give me Blockbuster as well. You could get rid of Netflix entirely because everything that I watch on Netflix, I can find somewhere else. So
absolutely. All right. So Telford Troy. Shout out to Telford Troy.
Shout out Telford.
Peyton Manning or Eli?
Peyton.
Eli.
Really? The Patriots fan says Eli.
Eli.
You want him to have them 2 Super Bowls?
I think. I mean, he got just as many Super Bowls as Peyton.
That's not what I'm saying. Both of them happen to be over y'all.
Right. But yeah, I mean.
Say you don't want him back? Like, I don't know.
But check this out, though. Yeah, if Eli never played for the Giants, Tom Brady won 8 Super Bowls.
Okay.
Wait, no. 9 Super Bowls because they got one with Tampa Bay, but he won 8 Super Bowls with New England.
I mean, you could also say if he won more of those Super Bowls, he may have quit earlier. Might have just been like,
True.
Maybe 8's the number he's going after.
True.
Who knows?
But still, I think Eli was the better quarterback.
First off, no. Let's just start there. I mean,
that's what I think. That's what I think.
I think maybe Eli had a better arm. I think that's I think Eli had a better arm.
He was a little bit faster. He probably ran a 6'2" 40 while Peyton ran like a 6'3" 40 or something like that.
Peyton probably ran an 8. He probably ran an 8, to be honest with you. Man, slow.
We need to go look that up. What is Peyton's 40 time? Let me look that up real quick. Hold on. I gotta know.
But while you're doing that, I'm gonna say why Peyton. I think while Eli Manning was like nice, and stuff like to watch and like interesting and to seem like you watch this drunk man stroll out onto the field, put on a helmet and make a couple lucky passes and go from there. Oh God, what's Eli's time? It's under 5. What is it?
They're both under 5.
Interesting.
But Peyton was faster. 4.8 40. Eli ran a 4.9 40.
It wasn't playoff Eli. That's all I gotta say.
Tom Brady ran a 5.2.
Yeah, that's Brady.
Big Ben ran a 4.7. Drew Brees ran a 4.8. Aaron Rodgers ran a 4.7. Russ ran a 4.5. Andrew Luck ran a 4.6.
God, and people talk about how athletic like Aaron Rodgers is and how he can like run and stuff. And I'm like, how did this?
Matt Stafford ran a 4.8. Just notables. Okay, here we go. This is gonna be an easy one for me. I don't know if it's gonna be an easy one for you. Okay, football or swimming?
That's tough for me. You gotta tell me to put that one in. Someone knows both. That's not fair. What is that?
It's easy for me. I'm gonna go football because I can't swim.
That's not fair. Man, that is hard. That's one of the hardest questions I've been asked because on one hand,
this question came from me, by the way.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense. Makes a lot more sense. Ass.
Call it what you want.
On one hand, I really enjoy football. We wouldn't necessarily be friends without football.
No, Sean be an asshole if he didn't like football.
Yeah,
a fucking dick.
Well, no, yeah, I would be. Yeah,
you're a fucking dick.
Yeah. Like there'd be a lot of things. Like we wouldn't have the fantasy league. Like I wouldn't be a Saints fan. Like I wouldn't have had a lot of time with my dad growing up. Like there's a lot of things there. However, swimming is what I did when I wasn't doing anything with football. That was the sport I played when I was younger. And now I coach, and I really, really enjoy coaching. Coaching is so fun.
Stop stalling.
I'm
Stop
putting all my stuff. I know what I'm
stalling.
saying. I already know what I'm
stalling.
going to say. I'm not
okay.
stalling.
So if you know what you're going to say and you're not saying it, you're stalling.
I mean, I'm giving I'm creating content.
This
creating
ain't
content.
This ain't the Bachelorette.
Creating content. I'm about to say swimming because I also get paid to be a swim coach. So there's that too. But I really enjoy swimming. You know, I think in theory, Lionel and I would have been friends outside of swimming. I mean, outside of football eventually. You know, me and my dad would have, you know, shout out to my dad. You know, I've had you know, more bonding time outside of, you know, playing Madden and shit. But swimming, that was a big part of my life from age 4 to 18. That was a large part of my life. Did swim lessons and lifeguarding, and I grew up in the damn pool, and I love it. So,
okay, I think this is a tough one, but easy one at the same time. This one also came from Tough with Troy.
Okay.
We're talking Hall of Fame careers.
Hall of Fame careers.
Okay, so whichever one you get rid of doesn't necessarily mean that they weren't going to be an NFL player. It just means they wouldn't be a Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame, right.
Okay. Deion Sanders' Hall of Fame career or Charles Woodson's Hall of Fame career? I'm going to go Woodson.
I got to go Deion. Deion, you wouldn't have Jackson State right now if you got rid of Deion. I'm gonna be honest with you. Jackson State's making some noise. You know,
without Woodson, no tuck rule.
That doesn't affect me much. Well, no, my Raiders would have won the damn Super Bowl.
It affected the game.
It affected a lot of stuff because then John Gruden left, and then all that. Wow, that is
Tampa Bay. You know, Tom Brady went on 3 out of 4. You know, one of the winningest teams in the 2000s, 2010s. One play.
I'm still going prime.
I'm gonna go Woodson.
Prime.
Okay, here we go.
Prime.
Cornbread or biscuits?
Oh, that's easy for me. Easy. It's cornbread. I'm a huge cornbread person, and I know your country ass to go sit there and say biscuits, and I get it, and I understand.
Oh, no, we're not. That's a hold up. Time out. You're not about to sit here and say that I'm the country run on this goddamn podcast. Absolutely not.
I think you are actually.
I'm in that. Listen,
I'm the Cajun. You the country. You big country. I'm coon ass. That's how that works. And for those of you who don't know what that is, let me give you a quick history lesson so y'all don't call me some racist shit. Okay.
I know what a coon is.
Because I need y'all to understand something. Not being racist. This is what this is. Back in the day, when the former Creole French, where else did they come from?
Nova Scotia.
Creole French, like Canadian, people all came to the port of New Orleans at the time. They set up in the swamp areas, and they're like, "Oh, we could do this." Some Cajun stuff, right? But they had to make the land work for them. So a lot of times they would eat raccoons because, you got to do what you got to do to survive. And then people would see these people eating raccoons and go, "Oh man, them people, they'll eat anything. They'll almost eat a raccoon's ass." And them crazy Cajuns went, "Well, now that might be something there." And so now they call it raccoon ass.
Did you just do a Cajun accent on this show?
Kind of, yeah. A little bit.
Don't do that again.
It's not.
Don't do that. Don't ever do that again.
I phased it out, but it's there.
We will, like I said, after your history lesson, what we not gonna do is sit here and go, "Lionel, you the country one on this podcast. You can kiss my ass." All right.
You are.
I'm gonna go biscuits because
y'all country.
The biscuit.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm not saying I ain't country, but I'm not the countryest on this call. on this podcast
I'm
at
not
all.
very country. I'm very Cajun.
What?
I'm not very
Shut
country.
your ass up.
Well, you froze.
I don't know why I froze. Can you hear me still?
Yeah, but that's a great face. Oh, that's a great face.
That was great. I don't know what just happened.
I'm not cutting that out at all.
No, leave it. Definitely leave that in. I'm gonna go biscuits because I think the biscuit is a little bit more like multifunctional. Like you can't
you're right.
you can't eat sausage, eggs, and cornbread. You could, but I mean it'd be kind of stupid.
Good. I used to eat sausage with my red beans constantly, and sausage has sausage. I used to eat cornbread with my red beans and the sausage and red beans. So
that kind of goes together though.
Am I having a stroke? What? I used to eat cornbread with my red
beans, and you put sausage in your red beans.
Have I said this properly the whole time?
Yeah, you said it right.
Okay,
even if you didn't say it right, I knew what you were talking
about.
My
brain was not registering saying I don't know.
Have you ever? I've never made red beans for you, have I?
No, but I made some. I already said I made some.
Okay,
I'm gonna be honest with you. Let me and I need you to look me in my face. Okay, if you're gonna make red beans for me, that is a hard thing for you to impress me on.
Sean, have I ever made food that you didn't like?
No, I'm saying impress.
All right.
Okay.
Have I ever made food that you weren't impressed by?
Also,
have I ever made food that you weren't impressed by?
No, but you haven't taken your hand at some of the Cajun cuisines that I'm aware of. Like,
Sean,
just be careful.
Who you talking?
And also, don't be mad when I put hot sauce on the red beans. I don't know what to tell you.
You're not gonna need. Listen,
you're gonna cook it with hot sauce.
This is the thing about me cooking. Okay, and I made this clear the last time. If you want the red beans to be spicy, tell me. I'll make them spicy. But you can't put hot sauce in it if I don't have hot sauce in the house.
If I bring you hot sauce, will you cook it with the red beans?
Why? If you want spice, I'll make it spicy.
Because you got to cook it with hot sauce. This is you're going against customs here. You can't do that.
I'm not from New Orleans.
It don't matter.
I'm not from New Orleans. If you want spice, you'll get spice. Hot. You're not telling me hot sauce. Oh, it's flavor. You don't want it for no fucking flavor. It's hot. That's why you put it on food. You miss me with that shit.
No, it does give it a flavor. It does. But we'll have that conversation another day. We'll do that another day. But there's a flavor.
I'll die on this hill. You can kiss my ass. Ain't no flavor to hot sauce. It's just spice. Spice ain't a flavor. It's just your taste buds going ah. That's literally what spicy is. It's pain.
Not all hot sauce is spicy.
Then why do they call it hot sauce?
Because that's just what it's called at this point.
It's stupid.
But hot sauce is evolved. Dude, hot sauce is a huge thing. Okay, when you come to Jacksonville, I'm gonna take you to that place we talked about with the hot sauce bar. And we go try the different hot sauces. You go see how versatile hot sauce is. That's what we're gonna do. Okay? That's what we're gonna do.
When you come to Indianapolis, we're gonna be making every meal because ain't shit here. We're going out to eat. No, and we're gonna move on. You never hear somebody say, "Oh man, I went up north and had the best of my life," because it ain't true.
Never happened.
It ain't true.
The only things I hear about food up north, I hear about the New York bagels
and Chicago.
I hear about
Chicago and Philadelphia, New York, Chicago, Jersey. That's it.
Yeah, that's about it.
And Jersey is east, New York is east, Chicago. That's it. Yeah. Philadelphia is East Coast. Well, not East Coast, but East.
Chicago's Coast Midwest.
Yeah. Right. So we got that out of the way. We're good. Cornbread. You got cornbread. I go biscuits. You can cook a biscuit hard as hell and break it up and cornbread. And you can also make biscuits with cornmeal if you know what you're doing.
You can.
William McClung sent us two. Shout out William.
Okay, William.
Good beats or good lyrics? Sean, I can tell you right now, Kendrick can make a song right now that don't make a bit of sense. If the beat is catchy and he can do
it's good beats.
If the beat is catchy and he do the ABC, sure, I'm rocking it. If any rapper.
It's good beats. And I'm gonna tell you what has gotten me to get to that point. Because I honestly expected you to say lyrics, but I'm glad we're on the same page.
Beats.
In 2019, somebody introduced me to like a deep dive into Playboy Cardi.
Magnolia.
Playboy Cardi is like the music he makes is art. And the reason why I say that is because Playboy Cardi says absolutely nothing, but that's not why you listen to the song.
Cardi said, "In New York, I merely rock. Hide it in my sock. Running from the ops, selling every rock." Everybody was like, "Oh, that made a bit of sense."
Cardi,
from New York.
Cardi and whoever he works with, they got the beats thing going on, and it changed my whole world. The 2018 album Die Lit changed my whole view of rap music, honestly, because Die Lit's incredible. Die Lit is incredible.
I don't like that statement from you, but we'll address that on another.
That's fine. Episode. You don't have to.
Okay. All right. Another one from Good Beats. All right.
Beats. Yeah.
We can care less about lyricism and some of these white rappers saying you taking too many napkins. Remember that TikTok I sent you? That's what I think about Eminem. Okay.
Taking too many napkins.
Too many napkins. Okay. Favorite artist or favorite album?
Favorite artist or favorite album? I'm confused on the question.
So, would you choose your favorite artist and your favorite album is gone forever? Or would you choose your favorite album and your favorite artist is gone forever? But if your favorite artist has your favorite album, then that album is gone forever. The rest of the discography is still there.
Man. So according to lists I've made in the past, I'm going to stay consistent. My favorite artist is Kanye. And my favorite album is Trap Soul. That's tough. And we could flip it and put Money Store in there. Or we can go Kanye the Money Store.
Stop playing with me. Stop. That's not music. That's not music.
The intro to Punk Wait is one of the best intros to a song I've ever heard in my life. It doesn't have to be. That's the best thing about it. It doesn't have to be.
Why would you even put I don't like that in the same paragraph, in the same 100 words, you put Kanye West and the Money Store. I don't like that. You need to apologize to somebody, not me, not Kanye, but somebody.
I'm apologizing to.
I don't know. You need to just say sorry.
MC Ride go punch me in the mouth.
So, my favorite artist right now is Kendrick. My favorite album right now is Good Kid, Mad City.
I'm about to say, is it not Good Kid, Mad City?
So, will I take Kendrick's discography without Good Kid, Mad City, or do I just take Good Kid, Mad City and not have any more Kendrick after that?
I feel like I know where you're gonna go. I want to see if I'm right.
I'm gonna go favorite artist.
Okay, that's not where I thought you were gonna go. I thought you were gonna go Good Kid, Mad City.
Right?
I thought you were gonna go. I know how high you look at Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go favorite artist because I still got To Pimp a Butterfly, Hood Politics, For Free, For Sale, ADHD, Rigor Mortis. I don't have Backseat Freestyle. Fuck. Got the whole damn Section 80.
I wrote this record about 30,000 feet in the air.
Stewart is complimenting me on my nappy hair. No, we're not doing this.
We're not doing this.
Stop.
Do we want to explain that or we want to move on?
No. Where you going?
I'm gonna go favorite artist as well. I feel like I could go with that. I could just move Money Store up and just have Kanye and Money. No, but for real though, Kanye, to not have Kanye is just I don't think there's a single person who could tell me they won't have Kanye. Like if you took away everything that Kanye's made, that every person wouldn't be affected by it.
Without those last 5 studio albums, honestly, but whatever. All right. Here's another one from William McClung.
Okay,
bass on a song or drums on a song?
Interesting. Very interesting.
This is actually, Sean, I'm gonna use a pass on this one. I'm gonna use my pass on this one. I don't
You
think I
know,
can
you know
answer that.
why you're using a pass on this one? Because you're country, and the country really enjoyed that the big bass. But you also like rap music, so you like the drums. I'm gonna go drums. I like good drums. I can go without bass.
I'm not arguing that I'm not country. What my argument is that I'm not the countryest one on this podcast. That's you.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Sean, don't make me post the 12 days of Christmas on the podcast.
It's not the 12 days of Christmas.
What? Okay, what is it, Sean?
12 yats of Christmas. You gotta get it right.
Point proven.
12 yats of Christmas.
That's
12 yats of Christmas is one of the best things.
Okay. Ain't there no more.
Ain't there no more.
Okay. Thank you, Sean. I rest my case. And you telling me
that's Cajun though. That's not country.
That's country as hell.
You're not gonna find that in the country. You only gonna find that in Louisiana. You're not gonna find that anywhere else. You only gonna find that in Louisiana.
I rest my case.
Louisiana's not country. Parts of Louisiana country. The area I grew up in wasn't country.
The hell you say?
The area I grew up in wasn't country.
The hell you say?
See, you don't know the difference between a country and a Cajun because you ain't never been around a Cajun, except me, and I don't really count.
Because you country as hell.
Well, no.
Sean, you listen, you got acne under your beard.
Why you keep going there? What is this we doing today?
Whatever. I'm just saying. So you're going drums. I'm passing.
Going drums.
I'm passing. I probably should have saved that pass because I'm looking.
What's that? That's your one pass.
Yeah, I'm good.
One pass.
The Metal Gear series. This is from Jeff Randall. Shout out Jeff Randall. He actually sent us 3.
This, that, or that.
No, 3 this or that's.
Oh, so 3 of them. 3. Oh, I thought you. Oh, Jesus.
Okay, so the Metal Gear series or the Siphon Filter series.
I didn't play Siphon Filter.
I played Siphon Filter.
So
it was a PlayStation, early PlayStation game.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go Metal Gear as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Metal Gear.
Okay,
Metal Gear is very important.
Here we go. I guarantee you, I'll make you take your glasses off for this one.
Okay.
Because this is gonna be the hardest one you got to do all day.
Okay.
PlayStation 2 or Nintendo 64.
Jeez.
Give me PlayStation 2. And I'm gonna just say one game that I played on a PlayStation 2 more than any game I ever played on Nintendo 64. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Give me PS2. I can live without the 64. No Mercy, WrestleMania 2000, 007, GoldenEye. I can live without all those games. San Andreas, can't do it.
Man. Oh God, this is hard. This is a hard one.
And you don't have all day either. You can use that pass, you know.
So I'm gonna move very quickly through my thought process here. So obviously the real gamer between the two of us is me. I played video games my whole life, played a bunch of different video games. Lionel pretty much named a bunch of sports and shooting games. That it is what it is. I played a bunch of other stuff. So for me, Nintendo has a little bit more weight in my heart. Hold on.
You're more of a gamer than me. That just means you played a more diverse game than me.
Let me get through my thought process.
Okay.
Right. So Nintendo has a little bit more on my heart because you get like the Legend of Zelda games, you get like Smash, which, you know, you get Banjo and Kazooie, you get all kinds of stuff. I mean, you get Super Mario 64. I mean, just absolutely incredible games.
Played them all.
That you can't go without.
Absolutely.
It depends. Again, like the gaming industry is different. However, on the other side, the PlayStation 2 is the most successful gaming console of all time. Ever. Because it lasted for so damn long. I bet half of you don't know when the last PlayStation 2 server closed.
2012.
Later.
Oh, really?
Later. This is gonna blow your mind. It was. Yeah, it was when I thought it was. 2016.
Oh damn!
2016.
You telling me we could have been playing PlayStation 2 online?
It was just a Final Fantasy server. So it lasted for a very long time. They hadn't put out a Final Fantasy game in a long time, so they kept it open. But when it shut down, that was the last online server you could get on for a PlayStation 2.
So we had a Nintendo 64 growing up, and we had a PlayStation 2. We had 4 controllers on the Nintendo 64. We played a lot. Hillary was hell on that Mario 64. Terry was hell on the WWE, WWF No Mercy. Andre was hell on the GoldenEye, and I was hell on everything. But like I said, PlayStation 2, like think about this. Like you got the San Andreas, SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain, SmackDown versus Raw. Look, the NCAAs. 08, you had the FCS team.
You also had the early Madden games that were
all
absolutely
Madden 05. Madden 08 was the best Madden ever. Had the best soundtrack, period.
I can go with that. That's the one that had Sean Alexander on the cover. One that 08.
No, Vince Young.
Oh, it must have been 07 that had Sean Alexander on the cover, something like that.
It was 07.
There was one that had a fantastic story, like a fantastic, like create your own player mode where you like mess with your DNA, like your parents' DNA. It was wonderful. I love it.
I'm thinking it was 08. It wasn't 08. It was
the one that had Sean Alexander on the cover.
07.
Yeah, I loved it. I thought that was great. I spent like all day sitting there just making new people. But anyway,
you can pass,
You also had like Ratchet and Clank. I gotta pass because there's no way I can make that decision. I have so many fond memories on both. That's crazy.
I think that was an easy one. Personally.
Nah, that's hard for me.
Last one from Jeff Randall. Pokemon or Mario? I think that's easy. Mario.
I think it's easy as well, but in a different direction. I think it's Pokemon. Even though for the same reason that I'm passing on the other one, I have a lot more fond memories playing Pokemon than I did Mario. But I'm not a big platformer person though, so
I never really got with Pokemon. So
it was more RPG.
Okay, all right. So Ace 3K.
Ace 3K, nice.
Right. Call of Duty or Halo? I'm gonna go Call of Duty.
That's Halo.
Okay.
That's Halo. I hate Call of Duty.
I'm gonna go Call of Duty.
Do you know who put in that question? Do you know who that is, or is that just somebody?
Ace 3K.
But I'm asking you.
No, I don't know who he is.
Okay, so I'm gonna assume, right? I'm gonna assume that maybe this was one of my students, and if so, I know why they did
that. I doubt it was one of your students because of the Facebook group that I got it from.
Oh, okay. I got you. Never mind that. I'm tripping.
Here we go. Yeah. All right. So this is one from me.
From you. Okay.
TikTok or IG?
TikTok. I don't really IG that much.
TikTok.
Instagram. I'm not a big picture taker.
Listen. I could watch the same exact TikTok for 20 minutes straight.
The one I sent you this morning, I've watched it so many times.
Bro, I gotta hold up.
I love it.
Like I gotta send you one, and it's like rappers in 2022 is hilarious.
Bro,
if I could make it my ringtone, I'd make it my ringtone.
Oh shit.
TikTok. Okay.
Yeah, TikTok.
Antonio Smith.
Nice.
Shout out to Antonio.
Shout out.
Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter.
That's kind of tough. I don't think it's
all that tough. I'm gonna go Mortal Kombat.
I'm a Tekken person myself. So, but if I had to go, Street Fighter frustrated the hell out of me. Street Fighter was frustrating. I don't know what it was, but something about it that the Capcom, I don't know what it was, but Yeah, I'm also gonna go Mortal Kombat. I think it's a much more refined, better
Okay.
scenario there.
So
Plus blood, important.
Jarrell Grandison Douglas sent us a couple of them. You ready?
Okay. All right. Okay.
Fight night or UFC?
See, but now when you started with Fight Night, I thought I thought we were talking about Migos for a second.
I'm gonna go fight night.
I'm also gonna go Fight Night. I spent a lot more time playing Fight Night back in
Dude,
the day than UFC.
I downloaded Fight Night on my Xbox like Sunday.
And I also think Fight Night Champions is one of the best boxing games that's been created.
That's
it's
actually the
really
one I
good
downloaded.
Game. That's
So,
a really good game.
I'm currently a light heavyweight, and I am 21-0 with 21 knockouts.
I had one guy. I had him with zebra boxing gloves. I went. How many did I go? I went my whole career. I never lost. I think I lost my last fight, and then I lost my last fight because I had gotten old. And when you get old, your stats start to go down. Be prepared for that. Yeah, and I got knocked out.
Need for Speed or Midnight Club?
Need for Speed.
Midnight Club.
I wasn't a Midnight Club. I was a Need for Speed.
Dub edition alone.
Midnight Club, mind you, was a ripoff of Need for Speed. I mean, let's start there. But Need for Speed, they expanded more. So you started to get into like a little bit, like it wasn't just racing anymore. You had like crashing aspects to it. You had like I think they were more broad than Midnight Club. I'm gonna go Need for Speed.
Have you never played Midnight Club?
I have. It's been a while.
Listen, the soundtrack on Midnight Club alone.
Now the soundtrack is solid. It definitely does beat Need for
We're talking
Speed,
about dub. If they dropped Midnight Club Dub Edition, they redid it with the same soundtrack and like just like updated the graphics and stuff, I pay $100 for that game.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Hot weather, cold weather.
You're not gonna believe me when I say this. You're not going to. I know you're not. I'm gonna say cold. Give me the cold weather.
Okay.
Give me the cold weather.
To never have hot weather again.
I forget it's like a never scenario.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, no, give me the hot weather. Yeah, give me the hot weather.
I'm gonna go with hot weather too, because it's like,
hot weather.
You can come up here in January and let's see how you like that cold weather. Rich or famous? I'm gonna go rich. I don't care if nobody know me. I also don't want to be famous and broke. Everybody know me, but I ain't got no money. What? How that work?
See, again, if you can't have both. So you're either like
right.
Rich and unknown or famous and no money.
Right.
So
I'm rich.
I'm gonna say famous, and the reason why I'm gonna say famous is because if I'm famous, that could mean I'm also doing like some activist work, and I'd rather do that than have a shit ton of money. I still have money if I'm famous. I'm not rich, but I could do what I need to do. But I'd rather be famous for like my like activist work than anything else. So that's why I'm gonna go famous on that one.
Okay. College football or NFL?
It's kind of tough because I like fantasy football. I like fantasy football a lot.
I'm gonna go college.
I would have to go college as well. There's a magic with that game. It's just different.
Listen, when that new college football game come out, I'm gonna get it, and if it's ass, I'm gonna write a letter to EA Sports or whoever is making it, like a long letter.
Who has the contract for that? Is it EA or is it 2K? So
I think it's EA.
I hope so.
It don't even matter. It don't even matter
because 2K needs to stop making sports games.
Well, the new WWE is pretty good.
2K needs to stop making sports games.
Okay. Italian food or Chinese?
Italian. That's easy for me.
Italian.
Chinese is too salty.
Listen,
That's a lot of times.
I can go my whole life and not eat sweet and sour chicken, but you take chicken parm from me?
Yeah,
Or spaghetti?
What? Pizza. Yeah, like have your lo mein, have your fried rice, have all that. You can have it all. General Chow chicken, all that stuff. You have it all. I'll give me my pizza, give me my chicken parm, give me my pasta all day long.
Shrek or Toy Story? Toy Story 1. Shrek 1 or Toy Story 1? Give me Shrek.
I'm about to say, if you say Shrek or Toy Story as a whole, it's Toy Story. However,
even if it was a whole, give me Shrek.
Shrek was really, really good. Toy Story 1 is probably the weakest of the franchise.
Okay. Shrek or Toy Story 2?
Damn, that's tough. That's hard. That's really hard.
It's still Shrek for me, but
no, I gotta go Toy Story 2. I gotta go Toy Story 2. Toy Story 1, give me Shrek. Toy Story 2, you gotta give me Toy Story 2.
Okay.
Give me 2 all day long.
Nickelodeon or Disney? I always say Nickelodeon because I didn't grow up with Disney, so I have no attachment to it.
My problem is that both of them are like garbage companies. Like they're horrible, horrible people. Like you got one dude who's a foot fetish pedophile, man.
Who?
The guy who runs Nickelodeon. Just do a deep dive. Also look at the Nickelodeon logo when you get a chance.
Okay.
Well, like one of the signs over the park and everything, all that shit. He's got a foot fetish. He does it with children a lot. It's weird. But then you got Walt Disney, who was an anti-Semitic asshole. God.
Listen, I'm gonna say this: Nickelodeon is winning off of SpongeBob alone. I don't.
You want to be honest with you? You want to be honest with you? If you, I'm gonna take Disney because I know Disney can make SpongeBob. Disney can make SpongeBob.
Okay.
Disney can make SpongeBob.
Take SpongeBob off of it. Nickelodeon got Disney beat off of Hey Arnold, Rugrats, All Real Monsters, Rocco, Wild Thornberries.
Are we talking about TV? We're talking about movies.
We're talking in Nickelodeon in general.
As a whole, yeah,
as a whole,
it's Disney.
It's Nickelodeon, bro.
It's not even close. Nickelodeon has some good stuff, but I promise you could live your entire life without Nickelodeon. You could.
Nah,
you could.
I lived my whole life without Disney. I don't think I'm missing nothing.
No.
Bizarre Bark. Whatever. What is that?
Again, you're going stupid TV. Keep that in mind.
Okay. Old Teen Titans, new Teen Titans.
Old.
New.
What?
Oh, check me out. Like, hear me out, bro. Hear me out. Like, seriously.
What?
Listen. Have you watched the new Teen Titans? Bro, it is
Teen Titans Go. Is that what you?
Teen Titans Go is absolutely hilarious. Sean, listen. Shoot me if you must. Sue me. Take me to court. Teen Titans Go is way more entertaining. Period. Have you seen some of the songs they've come up with?
I don't give a damn about the songs.
Bro, give me Teen Titans Go.
Teen Titans Go goes against everything that DC stands for.
I don't care.
Well, I do. As a DC fan, oh my God. Teen Titans Go is a fever dream. Teen Titans was a masterpiece. A masterpiece of TV. Right. Again, more of a drama than anything else. But Teen Titans Go is more of a comedy. Teen Titans was an animated drama.
Give me Teen Titans Go.
Give me that scene where Slade is in Robin's head all day long. All day long. Give me the scene where Tara is trying to sit there and fight with her like emotions and trying not to kill everybody. Give me that all day long over some stupid pizza conversation on Teen Titans Go.
Oh, so you have seen it?
Yes, I've seen it. That's why I'm saying.
I love it.
What?
Dude, it's hilarious. Bro, come on.
God.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
I'm not giving you that.
Bro,
Absolutely not.
When you come to Indianapolis, we got to sit down and analyze some Teen Titans Go. And then we'll analyze some Teen Titans. They're both on HBO Max. So.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. I'm going to go back and watch Teen Titans. Christ almighty.
All right. Keep your pants on. Futurama, King of the Hill.
Futurama.
Give me King of the Hill.
Come on.
Just
come on.
Just hearing him go, God damn it, Bobby. That's enough for me.
Futurama is too.
Give me King of the Hill.
Too. There's so much in Futurama. It's so much more complex. You can't leave that now.
High top sneakers, low top sneakers.
Low tops. I've tried high tops. I have like a pair of I'm trying to expand out in high tops. I don't know. I don't like having stuff around my ankles too much.
I'm a big guy. I got big feet. Give me high tops.
That's fair.
I need your support.
Yeah, give me the low top. I'm a skater, dude, at the end of the day. I used to back in the day. I like the culture. I don't skateboard. Don't quote me on that, please.
Here we go. All right. So I'm going to give you this one. We're going to go into wrestling on these two of the last three, okay, are wrestling, okay?
Okay.
So Evolution, or NWO. Now, whichever one you don't pick, they are still individual wrestlers, just not a faction.
Evolution, who in NWO?
Evolution and NWO, this or that.
Only WWE?
Yeah, WWE's NWO. Was that a thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
WCW had an NWO. God, Triple H's Reign of Terror versus the crackpot booking they did with NWO. Jesus. It's a lose-lose situation.
Give me Evolution.
I mean, honestly, Evolution was written a little bit better. It's just unfortunate that Triple H just had his reign of terror during that time. But Evolution was written a lot better.
Okay,
NWO was, but that Stone Cold Steve Austin, Scott Hall, rest in peace, Scott Hall, and that The Rock Hulk Hogan matches, iconic for life. Those WrestleMania matches, fantastic. And had not having those, I'll take those over fucking Triple H versus Randy Orton any day. So
okay, how about this? Evolution or Bloodline?
It's a lot harder than I thought it was.
I'm gonna take the Bloodline because honestly, I think that they're a lot better of a faction than Evolution.
I think Evolution has better wrestlers. Like Roman Reigns is really good, but I mean Randy Orton and Batista are also really good.
I mean, you're only as strong as your weakest link, and Evolution's weakest link is obviously Ric Flair. When it comes to wrestling,
I disagree.
At the time, is Ric Flair.
Oh, when you talk about like physical ability,
at the time,
Ric Flair, because Ric Flair was 60 years old.
Exactly.
What do you want?
Okay, so you're going.
Okay.
What did you say? You're going NWO?
No, I'm going Evolution for both.
Evolution.
I'm going Evolution for both.
Okay. Hardy Boys, Edge and Christian.
Edge and Christian.
Edge and Christian.
Not even close to me.
Okay. So remember, when you pick one, the other's gone forever. Actually, I got a couple more.
Okay.
I got like 3 more.
Okay.
You're right-handed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right hand, right foot.
My right foot sucks, so I'm gonna get rid of my right foot.
I'm left-handed, so I'm gonna go left foot because I can get a prosthetic, but it's hard to.
I got a bone fused together on my foot. I got plantar fasciitis in this foot, and my foot's flat. So I if I cut this foot off and get a better one, that might be better anyway. It causes me a lot of pain as it is.
Okay, so I
got you foot. It's so terrible.
This one comes from Becca Gandy.
Becca Gandy.
You know Becca, right?
Becca Gandy. Gandy doesn't sound familiar.
Gandy, or what would her maiden name be? Cowan? Becca Cowan?
Sounds a little more familiar.
She was a bowler.
Yes. I know who you're talking about.
Shout out Becca.
Shout out Becca.
Becca is also a teacher in Texas, I believe. So
yeah,
we're rocking with you, Becca.
Yeah, no shit.
Watch a TV series anytime somebody recommends it, all the way through. Doesn't matter how many times somebody recommends it, okay? Or read a book all the way through every time somebody recommends it.
Give me the book.
Give me the book.
Give me the book. And here's why. People say a bunch of cracked out TV shows constantly.
Bro. Listen, if you walk up to me and go, hey, yo, man, Friends, dude.
Have fun with all 11 seasons of that.
If they were good, yeah, okay. But no, like, you should watch Friends. Fuck. Every time somebody says Friends, I gotta watch all Friends.
Right. Friends has good moments. I've watched Friends. I've watched Friends about 20 times. So Friends has good moments.
You can't convince me. You won't convince me.
That's fine.
That's just okay. These last three come from Deontay Legister. You have any idea who that is?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right. Shout out Deontay. Marvel or DC?
It's DC for me.
DC. All day long. Beach or mountains?
I've never been to a mountain. However, I hate sand.
Okay.
Sand sucks.
I've been to the mountains, and I'm gonna go beach.
Okay. I hate sand. Sand is awful. So I'm gonna go mountains on the premise that I haven't been to a mountain. I've seen them, but I haven't been to one. They look prettier than beaches do, and they don't have sand. So
okay. North or south regions of the U.S. South.
That's south. I mean, it is what it is.
Deontay, what were you thinking? You knew what that was going to be. Okay. Well, thank you all.
Yeah,
for your suggestion.
That was dope. We need to do that again.
We'll probably, Sean, this next week is going to be your week, so you need to get your this or that's together.
Get them on together. Okay.
Okay. So let's switch gears. Sean, before we get into the whole Nick Saban, NIL, Jimbo Fisher thing, because that's what we're talking about next.
Boy,
I had a little time on my lunch break, right? Mm-hmm. So I just want to throw this out, okay?
Okay.
I think you can agree or disagree, right? So a new playoff system, would you agree that it needs to be more than 4 teams?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to say we need to go to 12 teams. And here's how I would do it. So I need you to hear me out. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Power 5, that turns into Power 8. Okay. So you go SEC, ACC, Big 10, Big 12, Pac-12, American, Mountain West, and MAC. Right. All on the same playing field.
You just leaving out Sunbelt? Sunbelt just don't exist.
No, I said Power 8. I think the MAC gives you better football than Sunbelt. That's fine. I mean, okay, Sunbelt or MAC, whichever one.
No, that's right. You take Sunbelt. I didn't know if you. Okay, yeah, Power 8. That's fine.
For the sake of the argument, the MAC conference is a Power 8 school.
That's fine. We do it.
So we got 12 teams. If you win your conference, right, you're in. If you're a Power 8 school, you win your conference, you're in. Seeding, depends on where you finished in the top 25, right? Okay. Now, the 4 spots that are left, right? So let's say you were like Georgia last year, right? You were a top 14, but you didn't win your conference. Okay. You cannot be a top 4 seed team. Okay.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. They can't be from the same conference.
Right.
and they have to be conference champions.
Right.
Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8 have to be conference champions as well.
Right.
So now the Power 8 is represented. Now you got 4 teams. And to qualify for those 4 at-large spots, you need to be either a conference champion in a non-Power 8 school or a conference champion runner-up. Okay. And the 4 highest ranked out of those can't be from the same conference. Cap it off at 2. No more than 2 teams from each conference. You got to be damn impressive to get 2 teams in.
Yep.
Well, I mean, conference runner-up has to be like was ranked in the top 4.
Yep.
And then they lost in the championship game, so now they're number 7 or 8, but they can't be a top 4 seed, even though if 1 through 4 have a worse record than them. Doesn't matter. Okay. And it's strictly, and every Power 8 team to be eligible, any team who wants to be eligible for the playoff has to play their non-conference games against a Power 8. That way, everybody's played somebody. Power 8 is Power 8. Okay, so the NCAA would also have to get rid of divisions in conferences.
They would.
It's stupid.
Yeah, I think it's stupid.
Okay, you play 8 conference games. You keep your 2 rivalries or 3 rivalries. You rotate the 5. In 2 years, everybody plays everybody. Best 2 teams play the conference. Winner goes to the playoff. Loser, you might get in, you might not. Okay, so here's what the 12 team would have looked like last year. Okay.
Go.
Bama, I'm gonna say, okay, Bama would have been 1.
Mm-hmm.
Michigan would have been 2.
Mm-hmm.
Cincy would have been 3.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia, no, not Georgia. I'm sorry, Baylor. Baylor would have been 4.
Okay.
And they would have got first round buys.
Okay.
Okay. So, who won the MAC last year?
No clue, but we could look it up.
Look that up real quick. I think I wrote that down wrong. But again, who won the Sun Belt last year?
NIU won as the MAC. Or wait, sorry, 2022. My bad. Georgia State won the Sun Belt, and the MAC was won by. Bro, I'm in a basketball immediately. Yeah, it was could have been NIU.
NIU's MAC team.
No, wait, yeah.
Who won the Mountain West?
Yeah. What is that? MWC? Yeah.
MWC. I'm gonna say Boise State. Tell me I'm wrong.
Boise, yeah. Oh wait, no, it's basketball. Hold on.
Boise State won basketball? Yeah.
That Boise won basketball. Utah State.
Utah State. Okay, so Alabama 1, Baylor 2, Alabama 1, Michigan 2, Baylor 3, Cincinnati 4.
Wait, did they win? Yeah, it looks like Utah State won. Oh yeah, they won for sure. 46-13. Yeah.
Okay. Baylor's 4. Notre Dame would have been 5. They're your ACC. We're gonna say Notre Dame's ACC. They were the higher ranked one at the end of the year.
Okay.
Ohio State would have been 6 as a runner-up, even though it was Iowa. but Ohio State finished higher in the polls. Okay, makes sense.
But I mean, does Iowa not get in though?
Okay, you know what? Iowa would have been 6.
Because you could put Ohio State in as a runner-up, but they got to get in first.
No, but Michigan won the Big Ten, and Iowa was the runner-up. So if you're going to put a second Big Ten team in there, it has to be Iowa.
It would be Iowa, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So Iowa is 6. Georgia is 7. And Northern Illinois is 8. Oklahoma State is 9. Georgia State is 10. Utah is 11. Utah State is 12. I think that's a hell of a playoff.
I think so too. I think you get a lot of really interesting matchups there.
I still think Georgia would have won this one, but
I think it's a little closer than,
Okay. But
I like it.
I don't know. Just in theory, I think that would have been. I think that'd have been pretty good.
I like it.
So let me go on record and say this about Nick Saban. Okay. Because I'm gonna say this about Nick Saban, and then the rest of this conversation has to be unbiased. Sean, do you agree?
I agree.
Has to be an unbiased opinion on the SEC right now. Okay. Nick Saban was out of pocket. All right. Nick Saban has won seven titles.
Something like that.
Bro, shut up. You ain't got nothing to prove. Like, no. You won 6 titles. Okay. Jimbo had, I hate the name Jimbo. Like,
Jimbo Fisher.
Stupid.
Jimbo Fisher.
Jimbo had every right to go on a rant the way he did. Okay. But Sean, I gotta say this. Nick Saban definitely struck a nerve. Did you get that?
I mean, for sure. But I think here's this guy who's paraded around as being like, the top. Like, this is a guy up here. Jimbo's not up there. Why are you taking shots down here?
Right.
It was like when Nick Saban was going at it with Dion. Like, why are you taking shots down there? Like, it struck me as very like, I'm old and bitter, and I'm starting to become out of touch.
The NIL is not illegal, people.
It's not under any circumstance.
It's not illegal. So here's I don't think Jimbo was out of pocket. Now, from this point on, I am not talking about Alabama. Okay? I'm talking about Jimbo and A&M.
Yeah.
And why I feel like Nick Saban struck a nerve. Okay. Earlier today, I just asked you out of the blue, no context.
Correct.
You're the number 1 recruit in America, top 3 schools. You said Bama, LSU, and A&M.
I did.
You said Bama and LSU because of pro potential, and A&M because you like Jimbo. Those were your words.
More or less. There's more words in there, but yeah. There are more words in there.
Okay.
More or less.
Okay. You know what?
You don't have to read the whole thing. You don't have to read the whole thing.
Yeah.
I'll read my whole paragraph.
You said Jimbo is a great coach, not as proven, but one of the best coaches in football. Also, Texas is growing in football right now, and I want to jump on that train. Even with all of that, they are your number 3 school, not your top school.
Correct.
Okay. And then I told you to go 3 more, and you went Georgia, Ole Miss, and Auburn, basically off of the name alone.
More or less, yeah.
Okay. I told you I'm going Bama, LSU, Georgia, Florida, Auburn, Tennessee, and then A&M is at 7. I even went 7. Okay. Based off of me winning a ship, because there are 11 players on one side of the ball. So being a number 1 recruit don't guarantee you a title.
Fair.
Off of, going pro, and also not being a dummy and getting my grades. So let's look at A&M. Okay. Kevin Summerlin, I think, did not get a fair shake at A&M.
He did not.
Okay, because Kevin Summerlin went 11-2, 9-4, 8-5, 8-5, 7-5. No divisional title, no SEC title. I think he went to a New Year's a BCS Bowl one of those years or two of those years, right?
Did beat Saban a few times.
Beat Saban once. A&M was only beat Saban once.
Manziel beat him twice.
No, Manziel beat him once. Look it up. 2012, they beat him. Bama won a title that year. Actually, they went back to back after that. If you want a quiz, you want Alabama football, go ahead.
Oh boy. It's gonna take a minute, so keep talking. I'll find it.
I'll wait. Because it's important.
Oh boy. Okay.
You just look up Texas A&M versus Alabama football by year. It'll pop up.
Well, I made sure I clicked on Manziel. All right. Beat Alabama 24-31.
2012.
Played Alabama again. Oh, they only played twice. I thought they didn't play again after that. I swear he did it twice. Who did it twice? Somebody did it twice.
Oh, Miss did it twice.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. My mistake. Continue.
Okay. So, Sumlin beat Saban once.
Correct.
Okay. Went 51-26, 25-23 in the conference. Ain't horrible. Middle of the road.
Yeah.
Okay. Fired. Done.
Yep.
Here comes Jimbo. 9-4, 8-5, 9-1, 8-4, right? Last year. They beat Bama.
They did.
Beat Bama. Fair and square. There were no refs, no nothing. They beat Bama. Okay. But you lost 4 conference games and you won 4 conference games. You lost to Arkansas, who you lost to Mississippi State, you lost to Ole Miss, and you lost to LSU. Okay. Ole Miss was decent. Arkansas was decent. Mississippi State, nah. LSU was horrible last year, right? So
that is a rivalry game, though. I don't know if you know that. That is a very long-standing rivalry. It's weird, but it's there.
Right. So you beat Bama, and then you go 8-4 in the division. No division title, no conference title, no New Year's Six. Okay. All you got from last year is I beat Bama. Okay. That's I mean, look, you beat Bama.
You beat Bama.
You beat Bama. But you went 4-4 in the conference. Okay. How many wins do you think ESPN projected Texas A&M to win next year?
This coming year?
Mm-hmm. What's the number 1 recruiting class in the nation?
9.
7.
7. Ugh.
And look, like,
that's not good.
Listen, Jimbo got the number 1 recruiting class, right? And this is why I don't understand why Nick said what he said. Okay, NIL or not, 5 of those 7 5-stars were from Texas. Nick wasn't getting those guys, no way. If Jimbo didn't get them, Sarkisian was getting them, Houston was getting them, Baylor was getting them. Like, he had no shot. Oklahoma was getting them. 5 of those 7 boys were from the state of Texas. Texas recruit Texas.
They do.
I think the last big name Texas player Nick Saban got was Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
And then after Jalen Hurts, it was Greg McElroy went to South Lake Carroll.
Mind you, Jalen Hurts didn't stay. Where did he end up? Oh, Oklahoma,
right? So, okay. But, like, Jimbo he went on this whole rant, right? You haven't paid players, Nick Saban wants to play God, all that stuff. He called a press conference just to go off, right? And I think he did that. I mean, because he got his feelings hurt. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie to you, I feel like if Lane Kiffin had said that, or Brian Kelly had said that, it would have hurt a lot worse. If any coach in the SEC other than Nick said that Texas A&M bought all their players, but because it was Nick, he had to go off. But 4-4 in the division, 8-4, 34-14, 21-12. Honestly, like, what's the draw to A&M? I'm asking you, Sean, because I don't know. What is the draw?
So A&M's got. So I mean, so I looked at Texas A&M was one of the first schools I looked at for college. Texas A&M. If you're in Texas, you can get in. If you're not in Texas, it's just damn near impossible for you to get in. Their out-of-state requirements are fucking insane. But they have good academic programs. I mean, Jimbo Fisher. So Jimbo Fisher was also on staff with Nick Saban when he won the national championship at LSU. Like that legendary staff. He's on that staff. And Jimbo, you know, he had success with this other, you know, not as well known quarterback by the name of Jameis Winston. Like, you know, Jimbo, he's done his thing. He has done his thing. So he is a good coach. He's also known as one of the best recruiters in the nation as well. When he was at Florida State, he was bringing in people. Texas A&M, they've been pretty high up for a minute, but this is the first time that they're rising to this level. But they've been up there for a while. So I mean, Jimbo, he does his thing. Personally, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't.
What's the draw? So you telling me that Jimbo Fisher is pushing academics? Can't be. Because of his track record, if Jimbo Fisher is pushing academics at A&M, okay, what are you pushing? Facilities? LSU just got a new facility. Bama just got a new facility. Hell, Arkansas just got a new facility. Arkansas got a quarter. Football got a quarter of the campus. Brand new.
I think A&M got new facilities.
A&M got new facilities. Pretty much every school in the SEC within the past 5 years has gotten new facilities. Look, I don't know what Georgia has, but Georgia's obviously next. I mean, you just want to ship. Come on, right? Yeah. So facilities. Okay, every school in the SEC got good facilities. Hell, even Vandy got a hell of a facility.
Yeah.
Right. Atmosphere. Who got the smallest stadium in the division, in the conference?
I would assume Texas A&M or Mizzou.
It's probably Mizzou. Oh, and then Vandy, because look, Bama 100,000, LSU 100,000, Tennessee 100,000, Florida damn near 100,000, Auburn. I'm gonna say Auburn's about 95 or 96,000. Ole Miss about 90,000. Mississippi State about 90,000. You know, fans are coming. I don't think there's an SEC team besides Vandy that didn't sell out a home game last year, win or lose. Sell out all their home games.
Maybe South Carolina.
I forgot about South Carolina. South Carolina about 90,000 as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Stadium environment. In the past 15 years, national championships out of the SEC, LSU, Florida, Auburn, Bama. Texas A&M hasn't come remotely close.
Nope.
Under Sumlin or Jimbo. Care what anybody says. Look at the numbers. Jimbo ain't got to an SEC championship game. So how is he even in the national championship talks? I don't think 7 5-star freshmen is going to change that for him this year. So everybody's like, oh, look at this October 8th game, because check this out. Alabama is projected 11 wins this year.
That's normal.
I think, honestly, I'm looking at 2 games on the schedule. I'm thinking 10-2.
Okay.
I think a 2-loss Alabama is still gonna get in, but that's just me.
Well, I mean, that's not just you. That's everybody. So.
But they got. I'm looking at the Texas game because of Sark, and I'm looking at this LSU game because it's LSU. If Bama's gonna lose a game, it's gonna be one of those. And if Bama loses a game to one of those, I think it's a win. It's like it helps LSU, but it doesn't really hurt Bama. And then it helps Texas, but then it really don't hurt Bama because that's an early loss. You know what I mean? So Bama's on a fucking like collision course for the division. They're always like, say what you want about Nick, but every year when we're talking about the SEC, who's winning the SEC, Bama is always in the combo.
Yeah.
Nobody's like, well, I like Texas A&M this year. Bullshit. That's bullshit. And I guarantee you, listen, after these SEC media days are over, we get to like July, August, it's still going to be, I like Alabama this year. I like LSU this year. I like Florida this year. Hell, I even like South Carolina this year. Texas A&M has been average in the SEC. And this ain't an opinion. This is fact. This is factuals, actual factuals.
I think you're missing a very large part of this.
What am I missing?
Though?
Hit me.
The NIL. Because the thing is that you're asking the question of like, what is Texas A&M bringing to the table? Well, they're the only Texas team in the SEC. NIL, they're going to get a lot of that oil money. And there's a lot of money in Texas, a lot more money in Texas than there is in Bama. So to be honest with you, Texas A&M is going to be able to consistently be able to get people because of NIL. And the other problem with that is that Nick Saban doesn't want to play NIL. You know what Nick Saban said? Nick Saban said he wants to give $25,000 to each player. No matter what. That's not going to work.
No, it's not going to work.
But he's going to fall on his face if he does.
Absolutely. Listen, that's why, like I said, Nick was out of pocket.
Yeah.
Because it's like, Nick, listen, you either got to shit or get off the pot.
Exactly.
Like, and you know, Nick Saban is good at adapting. You know, think about the early first 5 years of Nick Saban's career. It was, you know, at Alabama, it was pro style. And what happened? You know, we started playing the Auburns and their mobile quarterbacks and their tosses and sweeps and their zone runs, and Bama got exposed. So what did Nick do? He got smaller and faster on defense, right? Then the offense started to struggle. You got Greg McElroy, AJ McCarron, you know, they good quarterbacks, but can't run. You know, they're slow. So what'd you do? You went Blake Sims, Coker, then eventually you got Tua, Jalen, Bryce, you know, Arch, hopefully. I think Arch is going to Texas personally. Now I think he's going to Texas, but that's a different conversation for a different day. Or Georgia.
Tennessee and Ole Miss are always going to be options. So keep that in mind.
So here's the thing about Jimbo, because you and I both know that's actually, I'm glad you brought up the NIL, because I actually forgot. That was actually the point I was trying to get to, but I got caught up in the numbers. Okay. You and I, so thank you for reeling me in. You and I both know that it ain't the academics, it ain't the conference prestige, it ain't the pro potential, because you can go to any shit, you can go to Vandy and be number one overall, right? It ain't the pro potential, it ain't the national championship potential, because you ain't winning. You in the SEC, they're looking at you anyway. It's the NIL. So instead of him going, Nick, you mad, ain't you? He went on a tirade. And it's not like I said, Nick was wrong for saying it, but it's not like we didn't know that already. Like, yeah. What's the draw? Money.
It's money. It's 100% money.
It's not illegal. Own it.
It's like he got caught up and got senile and was like, oh, they're paying players. And everybody kind of looked at him like, yeah, man. That's what they're all doing now. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it came... this is like the first like chink in the armor of like Nick Saban in Alabama. Like that happened and everybody went, what is he doing? This is very unlike what we normally see. Like this is weird.
Like I said, I think it was out of pocket, but I thought it was funny.
I thought so too.
It was a soccer event. Oh yeah, they made him $1 million in Texas A&M bought every one of their players. But come on, like I said, Sean. Like I've said a lot of stuff, and there's Nothing you have really disagreed with yet that I've said.
No, because there's not really much to disagree
Right.
with. Texas A&M is not a contender,
They're
but they're in the SEC,
listen,
and you're in Texas, so you get a lot of money.
right. I don't think this recruiting class is going to change that. Maybe next year.
Yeah, not this year though.
Maybe next year, if they get another number one class in there, okay.
Yeah, I'll even give you like top 3.
We gotta, yeah.
You get a consistent
I give you
3 years of top recruits. Like, yeah,
if
that's gonna change some things.
If you get 7 5-stars next year, yeah, I'm gonna be looking like Nick. Hey,
yeah,
Nick.
Now, if Jimbo doesn't make anything happen with those over the next few years, then you cut him.
I think
you cut him.
Jimbo has talked too much shit this year to not beat Bama.
I think he talked too much shit to where his chance of beating Bama is out the window.
So, like I said, okay. So the only team in the Saban era that has had Nick Saban's number twice in a row, Ole Miss.
That's that's not Malzahn, that's Freeze.
Freeze with Bo Wallace.
Bo Wallace and Chad Kelly.
Chad Kelly.
Bo Wallace and Chad Kelly.
Okay. So there's only 2 teams.
Here's the cat.
That is a cat. Bro, I gotta Scrappy, like I was getting ready to go to bed last night and Scrappy was under the covers, like with his paws over the covers, like he does this for a living. I was like, what are you doing? I gotta send you I'll send you a photo of it. But I'm like,
yeah, send me a picture of
that. And Mel was just chilling, like, oh, well. What is this?
You want to see how this cat likes to lay? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Where'd it go? Yeah. So cat's a damn child. He'll sit there. I'll be like sitting here at my desk, and he'll put his paws on my leg, and like a child being like, up. And I'm like, dude, what the heck?
Listen, this is how I feel about this game. Like, first of all, Jimbo put himself in the hot seat this year. He did. Like, when you say, oh, October 8th, are we going to see? And then you got to come to Bryant-Denny, and I guarantee you it's going to be a primetime game now. Guaranteed. To Bryant-Denny, probably at night, and Alabama's going to be ranked higher than them. I don't care. Even if they lose to Texas, they're going to be ranked higher than A&M at that time. Because they got UL Monroe, Vandy, Arkansas before Texas A&M.
Yeah.
So if they beat Texas, they're undefeated by the time. Whereas A&M has Sam Houston, App State, Miami, Arkansas, and Mississippi State, where they can be an easy 3-2.
Texas very well could lose to Miami. Very, very easy.
I think I'm looking at dropping 2 straight Miami, Arkansas. And they'll rebound on the end here. But you go into Tuscaloosa at night after all the shit you talked in May, and Nick Saban dropped 59 points on you. You really think?
You ain't gonna get many recruits after that, so you better play a hell of a game.
Like, you put yourself, like, he put himself in the hot seat. Like, I'm not gonna lie, when Lane Kiffin did the get your popcorn ready and the mic flip, I thought that was hilarious, because you and I both know the Ole Miss is gonna get their ass beat that day.
Yep.
But he didn't talk shit until that point in time.
Exactly.
And there really wasn't no like shit talk. It's like, hey yo, we about to go out here and play Nick. Watch out. You know, we out here. It was kind of like a control, like a Kendrick Lamar control kind of diss. Yeah. You know, it's like, get your popcorn ready. But this man is like, we're gonna beat your ass. Like, there are not many teams who have called out Nick Saban and said, hey, look, we're coming for you, and we're coming for you hard. They have won. Yeah. Georgia didn't even do that.
No. Mm-mm. It ain't gonna be Texas A&M either.
LSU said last year, yo, y'all ain't got no class. Fuck you talking about? LSU came in and didn't have a chance.
That LSU team didn't have a chance prior to that, though. I don't know why they did that.
I don't know. I think Jimbo could have handled this. By the way, so it's not that Jimbo is a bad coach, because I mean he won a ship in at Florida State, ACC champion at Florida State. Mm-hmm. Just was horrible with discipline and academics, right? And that was made clear. It's just that he's trash at A&M, in my opinion.
He's definitely doing worse than A&M than he did at Florida State. That's for sure.
Are you petting the cat still?
Yep.
Well, I actually thought I was going to get some pushback from you on that. So that's weird.
No, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, I mean, Texas A&M, like I like Jimbo, don't get me wrong, but if Texas A&M was going to have a chance, it would have come close like in the past. So they won last year. You and I both know Alabama don't lose twice in a row. So October 8th can come around. You ain't winning that game. Like, it just is what it is.
Listen,
now, if they do, we'll have another conversation. But
Bama I still don't think 2 chips in a row.
I still don't think that like they make a champion. Even if they beat Bama, they don't make a championship. They probably don't even make the SEC championship, to be honest with you.
So right now, like for like something else I just thought about, you know, we're gonna call Jimbo the NIL king right now. Nick Saban has been working that transport portal.
Yes.
Working it.
Yes.
Okay. So Texas A&M has their entire front four is gone on defense. And you're gonna put 4 freshmen in on the front four in the SEC.
Better hold their big freshmen.
Right. Well, these are the most of these 5-star number ones were defensive players, like defensive linemen. But like I said, this is the SEC. You're gonna put 4 defensive freshmen, like, come on. 56-14. And Texas A&M is not going to score those 14 points until the fourth quarter when the second string is in.
Damn. I say 42-7. I don't think they get the 50. I don't think they need to get the 50 though. But 42-7.
Listen, this is going to be a game. Regardless of the score, Nick Saban is running it up. The only time I've ever seen Nick Saban run a score up on a team was Ole Miss, LSU, and it's about to be Texas A&M and Auburn.
We gotta watch that game though. It's gonna be a game to watch for the first half.
Can we watch that game on the podcast? Is that allowed?
We can't show it. So we can't show the game, but we can record ourselves watching.
October 8th. That's a week before my party. Damn. That was October 15th. It's like, all right, we're gonna do that podcast together.
Truly.
We should probably record that podcast in Indy when you're here.
Yeah.
Like get here that Friday, like take that Friday off and just get here and we'll record that Friday.
That'd be absolutely dope.
From my office.
From the office.
That's all I got. Texas A&M is trash.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd say trash, but I mean not good enough to be sitting there saying you're gonna beat Bama twice in a row.
At Bama.
At Bama at night on some comment. I don't know about all that, but
on some we the ones type shit. Like, I don't see it.
I do think though that the SEC is going to get left behind on this NIL stuff. I really do. Because the states that the SEC occupies don't have a ton of money. And if they do, they're not SEC areas. Think about it.
Okay, well,
Think
look at
about
Alabama. Listen, Alabama don't have oil money,
Nope,
but they got steel money.
it's not enough.
And what?
Steel money's a lot, but it ain't
Steel money.
enough.
You got actually Alabama does have some oil money.
Yeah, but not Texas.
Some oil money. I mean, then you got like Mississippi. Mississippi might miss out. Georgia.
It'd be different if they were in Atlanta. It'd be
Georgia.
different, but they're not. They're in Athens.
Athens is close enough. Athens is close enough. I think so. Florida might make some shape in the NIL.
Well, Miami. Are you talking about Gainesville?
The state of Florida. Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
I thought you meant Gainesville. Because I'm gonna tell you right now. Have you been to Gainesville?
I've never been to Gainesville.
They're not good. They're gonna get left behind. Have you been to Gainesville? I'll tell you right now.
You don't have to live in Gainesville, but if a booster is like, NIL money, Florida, like Auburn, like think about this. Think about this now. Like, I'm just hypothetical. Auburn, right?
Mm.
You're not thinking Auburn is a real textile type city, right? That's what their bread and butter is, right?
Okay, didn't know that.
Tim Cook went to Auburn. And who is he? He's only the CEO of Apple.
Yeah. Mm. I mean, yeah, you get people like that, but I think overall, when you could start putting more money into your lower levels, that's where you're going to get most of your.
I think for the first 4 or 5 years, the SEC will kind of miss the train, but they'll make up for it on the transfer portal.
I don't think it'll be enough.
Because as these players are getting this NIL money and they realize, I really kind of want to win a ship. Hey, think about it now. Not all of the players are really looking for NIL. Like not all of them are like big money. Like some of these guys, like, man, it was my dream to play for Alabama. Like, it was easy.
Yeah. And you'll definitely have those, but I think it outweighs.
Like I said, I think the first couple of years, Bama, but most of the SEC will probably miss the train on the NIL, but I think they'll adapt. They'll figure it out. But then you're gonna start seeing like what these SEC teams are really made of. And I think the SEC will be up there for a minute when it comes to like still being like in the championship talks, even if like, for example, SC, like I'm watching SC. Like in the next 2 to 3 years, Southern Cal is going to be like.
People got them winning 10 games this year.
I got them winning the Pac-12 this year, especially since Pac-12 got rid of divisions.
They almost won it last year, so I don't think that's really saying much.
I think they'll take it this year.
Yeah.
I think they'll make the playoff this year.
I don't know about that.
But no. Actually, we got our. Actually, we're gonna do that again in like July.
Miami's gonna be another one too.
So, like, and then you know what? Steve Spurrier came out and was like, "Where did Nick Saban tell a lie?" Like, Nick Saban was definitely telling the truth. It was just tacky.
It was weird.
It was really, it was weird. Like, Nick, why did you have to say that? We all knew it.
Yeah, it was weird.
But it is what it is.
That it is. But it'll be interesting to see. It added a little bit of drama, which I think at the end of the day is probably what Jimbo wanted anyway. Somebody to talk about his team. So, here you go.
Because honestly, even with that number 1 class, we was not talking about.
And to be honest with you, since then, I've seen more people looking at that A&M team and saying that they think that A&M team is going to go like further than what people think. So I think it's effective. I think it got them talking. So
A&M is like the Cowboys. You know their favorite line?
It's all year.
It's all year.
This our year.
This our year.
Lord of mercy.
Good for you. Good for you.
Well, I think that was a lot. That was a lot of an episode, but
yeah,
I think we did good.
Before we go, I just want to tell you this, Sean. I went to New York City.
Okay.
Like, I did a little bit of time in New York City. I'm actually going back to New York City next week. So next week I'll probably film the show from New York again.
Okay.
I'll be there. Actually, the next couple of shows I might be filming from New York.
Okay.
Or New Jersey, one of the two.
Yeah.
So I go into Delhi, right? And for those of you who don't know about the delis in New York City, it's simple. Get in line, order your food, get out the way. When your food is ready, it don't matter if you were there first or last. Whoever is at the register says, "Hey, sausage, egg, and cheese, bacon, egg, and cheese, salt, pepper, ketchup." If that was you, take whatever else you got from the store to the counter, pay for your shit, get out of the way. There is no courtesy. Whoever food gets made first pays. That's how it is. So this guy walks in. He clearly he had a Connecticut tag. So I knew he was doomed. He walks in and he goes, "Oh man, all this stuff looks so good." And he looks at the guy and he goes, "What do you recommend?" And the guy goes, "I recommend you order some fucking food or get out the way. Don't be that guy." And he took offense, and everybody's like, "Yeah, man, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Don't be that guy.
Get a sandwich. Get out of here. Don't be that guy." And he ordered a tuna. I was like, "Dude, come on."
Did all that for tuna.
Bro. That's New York, bro. I like New York. I don't like working there, but I like the food.
Hey, it is what it is, man. I still got to get up to New York at some point, just to see what it is.
It's traffic. After 3 days, you're gonna be like, "All right, get me out of here."
It's fair.
That's what it is. Also, this is week 3 of nobody telling us bars from the 80s.
Another week, no one said anything.
Because I don't know anybody that's like, "Hey, yo, put on that Curtis Blow."
They haven't. They just absolutely have not.
Except you whack ass old heads. That's about it. But
that's the show. Started off rough, ended pretty lighthearted. So
okay, we still made everything we said in the first 20 minutes of the show.
No doubt about it.
Just in case you got your mind got off of that.
Don't. Well, I mean, do it on your own time, but not here.
But if you thought we were bullshitting in the first 20 minutes, here we go, bring you back in. Unfollow if you don't. Me and Sean don't get paid to do this.
We don't. When we get paid, maybe we'll start trying to.
Maybe. No, we're not.
I doubt it.
No, we're not. No, we're not. We'll get more controversial once we start getting paid.
Truly.
Like I said, I'm a project manager for an environmental company. And I got to be at work at 9 a.m. tomorrow.
And I am a teacher.
All right. I got 3 meetings on hazardous waste. I got a client in Jersey who I'm trying to convince to load another out. I work more hours a week than half of y'all probably.
Probably.
We ain't getting paid for this. We'd like to, and we appreciate y'all who are rocking with us. Also, check us out on Spotify.
Please start checking out those Spotify links. I'm gonna put it in the description for the video.
Yeah, he's gonna put it right there.
But watch a couple of them, or listen to them. Give us a rating and everything like that. Let's start getting us up on the Spotify chart.
Yes,
we'll get it up on the other ones later on, but
right now we're rocking Spotify right now. So, we love y'all. We hope y'all safe.
Sending out love to, of course, Texas and Buffalo.
Right, and Buffalo, it's hot. Drink your water. Mind your business.
And get ready to enjoy the summer because it's almost here.
Yes, sir. All right. I'm Sean.
You are not Sean.
I'm Lionel.
And I'm Sean.
That is Sean. And this is But Peep, this podcast. We'll see y'all next week.